We've all heard it before. Keep moving, walk more, live longer. It's drilled into our heads, right? And for decades, this has been the advice from health professionals, doctors, and fitness experts alike. For good reason. Physical activity is undeniably important for maintaining health, especially as we age. But here's the thing, sometimes walking more might not be the best answer. In fact, recent research suggests that as you enter your 70s and 80s, there's a tipping point, a balance between too much and too little movement. Now, don't get me wrong. Walking is one of the best low-impact exercises you can do, and it's great for the heart, the lungs, and mental clarity. But here's where the research gets interesting. Studies have found that too much walking or overexerting yourself, especially when you're older, can actually increase the risk of joint problems, muscle strain, and even cardiovascular stress. We often assume that more is always better. But for seniors, overdoing physical activity can lead to wear and tear on the body. What happens is, the body loses the ability to repair itself as efficiently as it did in younger years. Too much walking, especially on hard surfaces or in improper footwear, can cause wear on the joints and lead to chronic pain or injury. It's important to note that it's not the walking itself that's the issue. It's the frequency, intensity, and the lack of recovery time between bouts of exercise. The body needs to rest and repair itself in between physical activities. So, if you're pushing yourself too hard, you may be doing more harm than good. For those between 70 and 80 years old, aiming for around 5,000 to 7,000 steps a day, rather than the commonly recommended 10,000, has been shown to strike a healthier balance. Studies from the National Institute on Aging suggest that the risk of injury decreases significantly when seniors focus on walking at a moderate pace, at a frequency that feels natural to their bodies, rather than pushing for an arbitrary daily step count. All right, so if walking less is a first step in this new approach to aging gracefully, what comes next? Let's talk about strength training, which, if done correctly, can have a transformative effect on your health as you age. Strength training isn't just for bodybuilders. It's a critical part of maintaining independence and vitality in your 70s and 80s. As we get older, we naturally lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. In fact, after the age of 30, we begin to lose approximately 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade, and this accelerates as we enter our 70s. Muscle loss can lead to frailty, slower movement, and an increased risk of falls. The good news is that strength training can reverse this process, or at least slow it down significantly. Even people in their 70s and 80s can benefit immensely from strength training exercises, as long as they do it at the right intensity and with proper technique. Here's how strength training helps. It improves bone density, which is crucial as osteoporosis becomes more of a concern with age. It enhances joint stability, reduces the risk of falls, and supports cardiovascular health by increasing circulation and metabolic rate. And perhaps most importantly, it boosts your confidence and sense of independence. Because the stronger you are, the more you'll be able to do, whether it's lifting a bag of groceries, carrying your grandchildren, or getting out of a chair without assistance. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm not in the best shape. How do I even start with strength training? The answer is simple. Start small and progress gradually. You don't need to lift heavy weights. Body weight exercises like squats, lunges, and push-ups are an excellent starting point. As your strength improves, you can add light weights or resistance bands. If you're new to strength training, I'd recommend starting with just 10 to 15 minutes, 2 to 3 times per week. Exercises like seated leg extensions, standing calf raises, or modified push-ups on the wall can engage multiple muscle groups, improving strength and flexibility without putting too much strain on your body. One thing that's often overlooked is consistency. Just 10 minutes of strength training a few times a week can yield dramatic improvements in your overall health. Plus, you don't need to do it alone. Joining a group class or working with a personal trainer who specializes in senior fitness can make the process more enjoyable and safer. Now, let's move to an often underappreciated area of senior fitness, flexibility and mobility. As we age, our bodies naturally become less flexible. Muscles and joints stiffen, and the simple act of bending down or reaching up can become more difficult. But here's the good news. You can regain flexibility and mobility with just a few simple practices that don't require intense effort. One of the best ways to maintain or improve flexibility is through activities like yoga, Pilates, or even basic stretching. These practices focus on elongating muscles, improving joint range of motion, and promoting overall balance and stability. And you don't need to be a seasoned yogi to reap the benefits. A beginner's yoga class, or even 10 minutes of stretching each day, can make a world of difference. For older adults, flexibility training can alleviate pain from conditions like arthritis, reduce stiffness, and enhance balance. For instance, hip flexibility exercises can help you maintain a full range of motion when walking or climbing stairs, while shoulder stretches can ease tension and improve posture. Think about it. When was the last time you truly stretched? I'm not talking about a quick, half-hearted attempt before getting out of bed, but a mindful, full-body stretch. Stretching doesn't just help with mobility. It's a fantastic way to prevent injuries too. For example, tight hamstrings can contribute to falls, but by regularly stretching your legs and hips, you can reduce that risk. Yoga, Pilates, and even Tai Chi are all excellent choices for improving flexibility and mobility. These activities focus on slow, controlled movements that help build strength, stability, and mental clarity. And because they emphasize breathing and mindfulness, they also reduce stress and improve your mood. Here's an easy starting point. Try incorporating a short, gentle stretching routine into your day, preferably in the morning or before bed. Just a few minutes can improve circulation, ease muscle tension, and set you up for a more active day. When it comes to longevity, there's an aspect of health that often gets overlooked: mental health. As we age, our physical health tends to take center stage in conversations about wellness. But what if I told you that nurturing your mental and emotional well-being is just as critical, if not more so, for living a long, healthy life? Let's think about it for a moment. You can eat all the vegetables, take your vitamins, and work out regularly, but if your mind isn't in the right place, none of that will matter as much. Studies have consistently shown that maintaining strong mental health in your 70s and 80s isn't just about feeling good day to day. It has a direct impact on your overall longevity and quality of life. Mental health and physical health are more interconnected than many people realize. Chronic stress, depression, and anxiety can negatively affect your immune system, increase the risk of heart disease, and even reduce your lifespan. That's why it's crucial to focus not just on physical fitness, but on managing mental well-being as you age. What's interesting is that, for many older adults, mental health issues are often underestimated or ignored. Some might feel isolated, disconnected, or simply struggle to adjust to the changes that come with aging. Whether it's a loss of independence, the passing of close friends or family, or even the societal pressure of feeling forgotten, the effects on mental health can be profound. And yet, it's something that can often be prevented or managed with the right strategies. So, how can you maintain a healthy mind as you age? Let's break it down into some actionable steps that you can start implementing today. First up, let's talk about social connection. The importance of staying connected to others cannot be overstated, and this is one of the most powerful tools for mental well-being in later years. As we age, we can sometimes become isolated, whether it's due to physical limitations, the death of loved ones, or even living alone. But isolation can have a detrimental impact on both mental and physical health. Research has shown that people who maintain strong social ties are more likely to live longer and healthier lives. In fact, studies indicate that loneliness can be just as dangerous as smoking or obesity when it comes to its impact on health. Social connections help reduce stress, combat depression, and provide a sense of purpose. So, what can you do to stay socially engaged? It's simpler than it might seem. You don't have to be a social butterfly or have a huge circle of friends. What matters is meaningful connection. Whether it's reconnecting with old friends, joining a club or class that interests you, volunteering, or even spending time with your family, It's these interactions that can keep your spirits lifted and your mind sharp. Joining a class or learning a new hobby can also introduce you to like-minded people, giving you a sense of belonging and shared purpose. Whether it's a painting class, a book club, or a gardening group, these activities can offer a mental boost that's just as important as physical exercise. Another powerful tool for your mental health toolkit is mindfulness. As we age, it's easy to become overwhelmed with worries about our health, finances, or the future. But mindfulness practices like meditation can be incredibly helpful in reducing anxiety and improving overall mental clarity. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, paying attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Studies show that even just 10 minutes a day of mindfulness practice can reduce stress, improve mood, and help you manage emotions more effectively. Meditation isn't something reserved for yogis or those who practice it daily. It's accessible for anyone, and that includes you. Simple breathing exercises or guided meditations can have a profound impact on how you feel. They can lower blood pressure, improve sleep, and even enhance cognitive function. For older adults, mindfulness also helps with memory and cognitive function, as it promotes focus and mental clarity. It's also a great way to reduce symptoms of anxiety or depression, which can be more common as people age. Another way to protect your mental health is by staying mentally active. Just like physical exercise is important for the body, mental exercise is crucial for keeping your mind sharp. Engaging in activities that challenge your brain, like puzzles, reading, learning a new language, or even trying out a new hobby, can significantly reduce the risk of cognitive decline. Studies have shown that keeping the brain engaged in new and challenging activities helps form new neural connections, which can actually delay the onset of conditions like dementia or Alzheimer's. The key is to try new things and keep your brain guessing. Whether it's a game, a complex craft, or even learning how to use technology, these activities give your brain the stimulation it craves. So don't be afraid to try something new. It's never too late to learn. Whether it's a foreign language, a new instrument, or even just memorizing poetry or interesting facts, these exercises stimulate your brain and keep it engaged in a way that will pay off in the long run. You've heard the saying, "You are what you eat." But what if I told you that what you eat in your 70s and 80s could have a profound impact, not just on how you feel today, but on how long you live? For many of us, food is more than just fuel. It's a source of comfort, celebration, and tradition. But when it comes to aging gracefully and living a longer life, food can be our greatest ally. Recent research has shown that the right dietary choices can significantly reduce the risk of chronic diseases, improve mental clarity, and even lengthen our lifespan. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Eating well is complicated. There's so much conflicting information out there. What should I really be eating? Well, don't worry. I've got you covered. Today, we're going to break it down, focusing on simple, evidence-backed dietary habits that can help you live longer, feel better, and enjoy the golden years with vitality. Let's start with one of the most powerful dietary choices you can make for longevity: eating more plants. You might have heard a lot about the Mediterranean diet, the DASH diet, or even the plant-based approach to eating, and for good reason. A growing body of research supports the idea that plant-rich diets are linked to lower rates of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Plants are full of essential nutrients, fiber, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, that support the body's natural ability to heal, repair, and thrive. These nutrients help reduce inflammation, fight oxidative stress, and maintain healthy digestion, all critical factors for aging well. The beauty of a plant-based diet is that it's not just about eating less meat. It's about eating more whole foods. You don't have to become a vegetarian or vegan overnight to reap the benefits. Simply increasing the amount of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and whole grains on your plate can lead to dramatic health improvements. Why plants? Well, a plant-based diet provides a wide range of antioxidants, which help neutralize harmful free radicals that can damage cells and contribute to aging and disease. For instance, berries, leafy greens, and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts are packed with these powerful nutrients. So, how can you start embracing more plant-based foods? Aim to make half your plate vegetables or fruits at each meal. Experiment with plant-based protein sources like beans, lentils, tofu, or quinoa. And don't forget about whole grains, brown rice, oats, and farro are excellent sources of fiber that promote heart health and help keep blood sugar levels steady. Now, I know the word fat can sometimes make people nervous, especially when it comes to aging. But let me assure you, not all fats are created equal. In fact, certain fats are incredibly beneficial for your health, especially as you get older. Healthy fats are essential for brain function, hormone balance, and even reducing inflammation. The key to getting the right fats lies in choosing unsaturated fats, which can be found in foods like olive oil, avocados, nuts, and seeds. These fats are heart healthy and are associated with a reduced risk of chronic diseases like stroke, heart disease, and diabetes, conditions that can affect quality of life as we age. But wait, it gets better. Healthy fats are also great for brain health. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, as well as in flax seeds and walnuts, are known for their anti-inflammatory properties. They play a key role in preserving cognitive function and reducing the risk of Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. Omega-3s are critical for maintaining the structure of brain cells and supporting overall brain function. As we age, we can start to experience a decline in brain health, and these healthy fats can help slow that process. Incorporating these healthy fats into your diet is easier than you think. Try adding a handful of nuts or seeds to your morning oatmeal, drizzle some olive oil over your salads, or enjoy a slice of avocado on whole grain toast. These small changes can make a big impact on your health.